Two teams that know each other well. We'll see the Baltimore Orioles and the Toronto Blue Jays. And let's go now to Gary Thorne, John Kruk, and Steve Phillips at Rogers Center. First pitch approaches.
The Rogers Center sold out. Our site for this game from Toronto. An American League East division battle set to get rolling. The Toronto Blue Jays trying to take one in front of their home fans. 2K Sports and Major League Baseball welcomes you. I'm Gary Thorne with Steve Phillips and John Kruk. And let's glance at Toronto's starter. And is he going against these Baltimore hitters? What do you think we're going to see?
A good right-hander on this one. And if he executes the scouting report against this lineup, it shouldn't be difficult for him to come up with the outs necessary to come away with a win.
This is the lineup we'll see for the Orioles. Armstrong up at the plate. Last outing for the Orioles proved to be a beaut. And anytime you can dominate like they did in that series, feels good. 3-for-3 sweep against the A's. And he can't catch up with that one, 0-1. And they win in that last one with a 2-run lead.
Well, and that's just enough offense to get the win.
Here's the pitch. Doesn't get the call on the slider, 1-1. Good spot for the changeup that time, 1-2.
On this 1-2 count, the batter has to protect the plate. The numbers indicate he's willing to chase if you throw it out of the zone.
Swing and a miss on the slider, 1 out.
Well, credit the pitcher right there. Good two-strike pitch, down and away. Not much he could have done with that, even if he had made contact.
So here's how Toronto will stack up defensively.
You know, they always want to play solid defense, but against this weak hitting lineup, there's a chance that they have some margin for error today.
Sinker's in there, no balls and a strike. Hit in the air to left center. In there, and this is going to be trouble. He's going to try and test him here. He throws. He's safe at third base. No play to be made.
Well, he shoots this one out towards the wall, and he's thinking triple all the way. No hesitation running the bases. He cuts them perfectly. And with one out, let's see how they're going to pitch to the next guy.
Fasnock is the batter now. 0-1 count as that started off with a strike.
I don't think he likes that call, but when you're diving out over the plate, sometimes that fastball up and in doesn't look like a strike even when it is.
And he scores. He is in there in time.
Well, you always feel really good when you can drive in a run for your team, but especially in the first inning, it sets the tone for the rest of the game.
And we're going to see Boggs here. Now, Steve, he's running. Oh! And he's in there at second base.
Here's another look at the steal. He gets to second base sliding in hard.
And he didn't have much of a lead that time off first, but a really good jump.
Now, sometimes you tip off the pitcher with too big of a lead, so it worked in this situation.
1-1. Swing and a miss. He was late trying to get around on that. 1-1. Steve, when you talk about production getting going early, the bats are working. Your pitcher also has more confidence.
And it really changes the approach of the manager, giving him the ability to be more aggressive on the bases.
I don't know how you lay off that sucker, but it's 2-2.
Well, and that'll saw his batting too if he swings at that one.
This one's grounded foul wide of first. Here's the delivery. And he fouls off another one.
Well, most of the times you throw a slider like that and you expect a strikeout, especially this late in the at-bat, 6+ pitches, but a great piece of hitting. Boy, this is a great battle.
Miss inside with a fastball. The count runs full.
Well, a good pitch right there. He tried to get one in on his hands, but he just missed the in off the plate. Great pitch.
The 3-2 pitch. Hit hard on the ground to short. On to first. That's out number 2. And Memorial Day is coming right up. It'll be the Washington Nationals playing on the road. So they find themselves at Minute Maid Park playing the Astros. Start time is 8 o'clock Eastern.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm really looking forward to that matchup. I mean, that's got a chance to be one heck of a ball game.
Carvajal settles in. This one's pretty well hit to deep left center. And that one's put away to retire the side. Well, early production here. 1 run across in the first. The Orioles on top, 1-0. And our starting pitcher for Baltimore, Steve, he's facing that Toronto lineup today. What does he think? Thinking about it.
Oh, sending a good lefty to the mound in this ball game here, but this is a great lineup, a lineup that can really beat up even some of the best pitchers in the game. So he's going to have to be on top of his game in order to do it and rely upon that movement on his pitches.
Strike one to Jesus.
That's a pretty good pitch right there. He got that slider in the strike zone. Hit her up
the middle. Chance now to check the lineup, this time for the Blue Jays. Any of these bats stand out, John?
Well, Brett Laurie's a guy that made it to the big leagues because of his bat. He's moved around defensively in the minors, so different positions. To make a pick, I think he should third base that.
Now we'll take a quick look at the Orioles and how they are positioned, Ivan.
Well, Gary, in a game like this, they need to play solid defense, especially against a lineup that can put the ball in play like this team can.
Swings and 1-1. A win in their last contest for the Jays. That made it a sweep in the series. Line shot into center field. Makes its way through for a single. The Jesus headed for third. Oh, they're scrambling. And the throw. There's one. Now over to second base. Not in time. Trying to get that double play there. He beat it out. You love to see this kind of an effort. This is a single that becomes a double.
You take a look at this slide. He goes in very hard in the second base, full speed, able to beat a play.
And that was speed. Epps is the batter. Swings and grounds this one foul. Wide. There he goes, headed for third. And another foul ball. Swinging an easy ground ball to short. Gartner in time for the up. Take a look at the teams who are leading the way in the home run department, courtesy of State Farm. Blue Jays #1, second the Yankees, the Red Sox third, the Twins fourth, and at number 5 on the list, the White Sox.
Well, there's a lot of power in this lineup, Gary, and I tell you, it's a nightmare for any pitcher. You know, usually you have 1 or 2 guys that can take you out of the ballpark. They have a plethora of guys who can do damage. If one doesn't get you, the next one will.
Fastball swung out and missed, and the side's retired. They pick up no runs on 2 hits and strand 1. Orioles still out in front. Dart at the plate now. Off here in the second. Here's the pitch. Sinker just missed. 1-0. Here's the 1-0. Hit in the air to center field. 1 away.
A chance to take a look at the Baltimore Orioles and how they're ranking in the American League right now. 4th in stolen bases, 8th in walks. And this offense, that ability to drive.
I'm going to take a brief moment here to check out the breakdown in this pitcher's pitch types that have turned into hits today. John, Steve, your thoughts?
Well, guys, you look at that 4-seamer. It's been hit twice already.
Here's the pitch. Hit sharply towards the hole. And they get him at first base. Good hustle by the pitcher to get over there.
Now, great work by the pitcher there. He's normally not called upon to play first base. He does a nice job completing the task and getting the out.
Graves in the batter's box. He's a veteran. He brings veteran knowledge to this club. Strike started off the at-bat 0-1.
Well, you talk about a big rip at such a slow pitch, comes up empty.
Gartner on to first, 2 away. Time to have a look at the league leaders, brought to you by State Farm. Extra base hits.
Over this last bit of work for him, it's been a struggle, going just 1 for his last 13. He just disappeared in that last series, just a ghost of himself, and did not make a mark in any way, shape, or form. So looking to get a fresh start here.
Swings at that fastball and misses. 0-1.
Credit the catcher on that one. That's a good low target, setting up, and he hit the target. Good execution.
And he gets under that one. Thought he could make a play there, but it didn't happen. That one's drilled to short. Gartner, he'll throw on to first, and that'll do it for this half inning. And they are retired in short offensive half inning. Toronto's still looking for that. And then the batter's box the top. He'll start things off here in the third inning. Grounded out his last time through. Here's the first pitch. Foul ball! Fouled away. He's trying to steal second. He swings and nails a liner. Little warm-up action going in the bullpen. That's a right-hander up and throwing.
Well, they're going to wait for the right-handed hitter on deck to get announced, and then they'll probably make the move to the pen.
Toronto here's a position to get something done. Graves is the batter. Right there in the top 5 in home runs. 0-1 count as that started off with a strike.
Such a consistent, productive, professional hitter. You know, one of their best bats in the lineup, Gary.
Here's a look at the standings in the Eastern Division races. May's winding down. Brought to you by State Farm. Blue Jays out in front, first place. Yankees in second place. In third, the Red Sox. Fourth belongs to the Orioles. And it's the Rays in the last slot. And he's got a shot here to give his club the lead. Just one swing could do it.
Well, this is what you're waiting for. This kind of opportunity to change the game, and your pitcher then can go out with much more confidence.
A run scores. And he scores, and they take the lead. Toronto's offense creating multiple opportunities. Take a moment to check out how much that two-bagger helps their cause. Here's the win expectancy graph.
Excellent base running right there, getting himself into second base. Great read on his part, and love the aggressiveness.
And you've got to decide what you're going to do in those situations before you ever get to first base. That's what he did.
And that's what he did. You know what? Aggressive, taking that turn exactly the way he needed to, never missing a beat.
And here we've got Coleman to hit. Well, they've done themselves quite a job here. This is a nice push at this point of the ball game to get out of it. Here's a swing and a flitter. Dobbs will get one. Ooh, I don't think that was the intended play. They blew that one.
I've got a moment to see how the Blue Jays are doing this year rank-wise in the American League. First in doubles, first in triples, and they're also the #1 team in batting average, better than everybody else, putting the ball in play, finding the holes to get base hits, and really the great depth of the lineup.
Throws to first in time. That's 3 down. They come. And for those of you catching up with us, hi. I'm Gary Thorne, along with John Kruk and Steve Phillips, bringing you Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports. And in the batter's box, the top, drew a walk as last time. And he's out in front of that pitch, so he's in the hole now, 0-2. Changing the eye level of hitters is such a key component. Here we can see the breakdown of how this guy has been mixing locations.
Well, how can you complain about what this guy has done today? I mean, most of the game he's been locked in.
You know, in respect to how he's been mixing up his location, he's doing it enough to keep the hitters off balance and keep them guessing, wondering what's coming next. Okay, Cam's going to show us the 4-seam fastball here.
Armstrong at the plate. On the base paths, #2 in steals in the ball club. First pitch on the way. Changeup just misses. 1-0.
Well, he really puts pressure on the opposing pitcher and catcher with the way he can steal bases, Gary.
A swing and a fly. This one beyond him. It's going to be extra bases. Can't cut it off. It's going to roll to the wall. He's thinking 3 here. And he stops at third. That's a triple and 1 out.
Well, when he shoots this one toward the wall, you know he's thinking 3 all the way. And with his speed, he makes it there easily. Now, with only 1 out, the manager has a big decision how they're going to pitch to this next guy.
Pauses, and now the 1-0. Fastball just misses, and he falls behind 2-0. And here's an interesting analysis of the successful pitches we've seen him throw today. A look at the quality strikes he's thrown.
But what stands out is when he's been most successful is when he's hitting the inside and outside corners of the plate. He's keeping the ball out of the middle, and that's where you have success in this league.
That's exactly it. Keep the ball out of the center of the plate, make it difficult for the hitter to center the ball on the bat.
This is in the air, straight away left. That ball gets down, could tie it up. He's trying for second, and he comes home. That's it. We are tied. He makes it to second base. Well, you talk about making a beeline for the back, Steve. That's what he does here, and he does it with his head.
Well, that's good piece of hitting. This guy's a dirt.
Last trip to the plate came away with a nice single off Heilman.
Well, he didn't seem to have any problem handling the sinker the last time around. Was able to go down and get it. Got to believe he's looking for it again.
Well, nobody came in on that last single he had, but that won't be the case. He can get it done again here with a teammate standing only 90 feet away.
That one's hit to the right, way down there, but that's going to be a long foul ball. He delivers.
Ball.
Tried to get him to go after the slider. 1-1. Steve, let's take a look at his pitching performance.
Get a lot of fly ball out so far in this one. Outfielders getting their work in, but so far everything's staying in the ballpark.
Swings at that 1-1 pitch. Fastball by him. Strike 2.
Well, just because he's a fastball hitter doesn't mean you can't throw him a fastball. Strength on strength right there, and the pitcher came out ahead.
Holds off on the sinker. 2-2.
Well, and that'll saw his batting too if he swings at that one.
Swung on and ripped towards second. The second, there's one. And they get 2. Great double play. They pick up 1 on 3 hits, strand him out. Even game here in Toronto. It'll be the leadoff man trying to get things going here. It'll be to Jesus. Going to start the home half of the 5th. And the first. There's a swing and a liner. He's going to try to stretch it. And here's the Orioles' schedule, what it looks like. They wrap up this Toronto series on Sunday. They continue their road trip for the next series. The Yankees hosting that one. It'll be a 3-game series. After that, they play host for a little payback against a certain hot shot towards the hole. Out. Now over to first and safe at first. Close play, not quite enough time to get him.
Well, they get the lead runner at second base, but I think they would have liked to have gotten 2 right there.
Epps has a turn in the box. leading the league in home runs. He's on his way to third. This a great situation for some offense.
He's having some kind of offensive season, Garrett, really in the middle of everything this team's doing offensively.
Yes, up now. Yeah, tremendous hitter. There's a swing, line drive, center field. Now it's 2 down. That keeps those runners at first and second.
Well, he keeps the runners right where they are, so now he's just an out away from working his way out of danger and keeping this game tied.
Bullen batting now. Singleton scored his last time around. And in there, he's 2 for 3 today. Now here he comes, heading for home. The throw, and he'll come in to score. And at second base, he's tagged out. They pick up 1 on 3 hits. Carvajal up at the plate. And, you know, any great pitching coach will emphasize the importance of mixing up your pitch types. Let's see how this guy's been doing in that regard.
Well, you know, guys, he's definitely leaning towards that slider a little more than he usually does.
Well, I'd really love to see him use that changeup more. You know, we've seen it in the past from him, but to be able to change speeds and get hitters to get off balance a little bit in the zone.
Inside for a ball, evens the count at 1. Already 1 hit in the ballgame, 1 for 2 off Heilman.
Well, able to get a hit on the fastball last time around. You've got to be looking for it this time around. And if he gets his pitch belt high, look for him to try to drive it, hit it out of the ballpark.
Fastball just about had him, and it's a 2-2 count.
Well, when you see where that pitch ended up and into the hitter, as a hitter, you have to think to yourself, all right, he has to be going down and away with this next one to try to get me to chase.
Swinging us on the sinker, 1 away.
Usually a ground ball pitcher with the sinker ball in his repertoire, but today getting the strikeouts, his 5th punch out on the sinker.
Gartner settles in. See if he's getting balls or strikes here. Let's take a look.
Pound the strike zone. Strike 1, critical, and it's proving to play out in this one. He's retired 9 batters in this game when he's thrown a first pitch strike.
Oh, and he lays off the fastball. Good pitch, 1-1.
The scouting reports indicate when the count is 1-1, he's really aggressive. So I'm being real careful on this pitch.
Change up just off the black, and it's 2-1.
Well, he's over the 80 pitch mark right now at this point in the game. And you know that pitching coach is keeping a close eye on him to see if he tires.
2-1 pitch, a changeup swung on and missed. 2-2.
2-2 count. You still have a pitch you can waste, and you can make one of those borderline strikes.
Now the 2-2. A line drive toward short. Laurie, throw to first, gets him in there at 2 down. And a chance now to check out the schedule for Toronto. The Baltimore series ending on Sunday. They'll face a rival with their AL East division, the Tampa Bay Rays. That'll be kicking off Monday night. And after that, they face another competitive team at home, the New York Yankees. Lots of home games. That's always a good thing. It's Fogg at the plate. Last time up, he drove in a run with a sac fly. First pitch to him. Swings and grounds this one to the right side. Foul. Too far inside. 1-1. This one's grounded near third. Foul. And he takes the ball inside. 2-2. Fastball swung on and missed. Side retired. And they go quietly offensively in this half inning. Nothing across. And it'll be the Blue Jays coming right up. And if you had just tuning in, hi, Gary Thorne along with John Crutchty bring you Major League Baseball on 2K Sports. Graves at the plate. He'll lead off the bottom half of the sixth. Bottom half of the sixth inning underway. It's an 0-1 count.
Well, if he threw a fastball right there, he might send a souvenir to the crowd. Problem was he got the changeup and didn't connect.
And this is bounced foul to the left side. Here's the delivery. Swing and a miss. That's a changeup. Down on strikes, 1 out.
That's about as straight as a string right there at 84 miles per hour.
And on the State Farm leaderboard, here's a look at the team setting the standard for on-base percentage. Blue Jays number 1, the Royals second, in third the Twins, White Sox 4th, and at number 5 on the list the Rays.
Well, when you're ranked number 1 in on-base percentage, that shows.
Had a base hit his last time. Up. And starts him out here. Lined right at the second baseman. That's one away. Descent is the batter now. Bounced into a fielder's choice as last time. Boy, he scorched that one. That was right over the mound. And he throws to first in time, out number 2. Epps gets a turn here. And a home run back in the 4th inning. Here's the first pitch. Swing sends this one on the line to right center. That one in the alley. This could be 2 or more. He's going to head for third. Getting a little too exciting now for the defense. And the throw. Tries to get back. Out. Close play at second. Well, that's one way to keep your pitch count down. They wrap that inning up with 3 pitches. Blue Jays 4. Baltimore 3. And Dobbs settles in. Now let's take a moment here to see the breakdown of the pitches that have yielded hits.
Well, that slider of his has been hit twice. And at this point of the game, that may not mean a lot about that pitch.
Well, listen, that pitch has been hit a couple of times, but he has some other issues to worry about as well. I don't think he wanted to give up this many runs, clearly, at this point in the game.
Beam is going to come on and pitch now. He'll be relieving for Blue Jays now.
I'll tell you what, this is one of those decisions you can go either way. He's pitched pretty well to this point, but it is getting late. Do you want to take any chances? Manager decides to go to the pen.
Here's the pitch. Taps this one foul to the right. Here's the pitch. Runs up to bunt, gets this one down. Cologne, throw one to first in time and away.
Got to like the creativity, trying to get on any way they can, but just didn't locate that bunt where needed to beat it out and be safe.
Pasnock is the batter. Drove in a run earlier in the game. First pitch to him. Watches that fastball. That goes by him for a strike.
One out right here in the 8th inning. Obviously a critical time of the game right now as we're getting short. Offensively, they need extra bases. They need a double. Get in scoring position. Get a triple here. Get yourself in a position where maybe a productive outscore run.
And it goes foul. Fastball got him 2 down.
That's a pretty fast pitch right there. Hard to get that much break on it.
2 straight fastballs. He still couldn't catch up with it.
Well, if pitcher comes back with a fastball right after he threw one and gets the K, you know he's throwing gas out there.
And we're going to see Boggs here. He'll get another shot after hitting into that double play last time up. Here it comes. Starts him out with a fastball for a strike.
Like there's one out here remaining in the 8th inning. You've got to try to do something offensively. And I think that with 2 outs, even if you hit a single, you've got to think double out of the batter's box. Force them to make a play. Get yourself in scoring position.
Curveball that time. Misses inside. Evens the count at 1. Swung on and a ground to first. And he'll step on first to retire the side. And a good half inning there, gone in short order in this one. Toronto's in charge here. And if you just joined us, our broadcast of Major League Baseball on 2K Sports with John Kruk and Steve Phillips. I'm Gary Thorne. Yes, in the box now. He's going to lead off. Swing, shoots this one towards the gap, right center. And in there, second hit for him in the ball game in his 4th plate appearance. Our State Farm leaderboard, the teams getting it done with runners in scoring position. Number 1, the Blue Jays. 2nd, the Mariners. The Twins 3rd. 4th, the White Sox. And at number 5, it's the Angels.
But Gary's ball club, they have a great approach with runners in scoring position. They don't try to do too much. They let the game come to them, and it has paid off in a big way as they lead in batting average with runners in scoring position.
And here's the first one. Swing and a drive, deep left center. One away. Runner on his way to 3rd. And they're still going after him. He's turned back the other way now. Uh-oh, here we go. A little confusion sets in. And he can't quite get back in time. He is out at second base. Graves gets a shot here. Wearing the collar thus far. Here we go. Here's the first pitch. Foul! That one goes foul. The pitch. Good hard sinker that time. In control on the count now. 0-2. That swung on, line towards the gap in left center. And he gets it down. After coming up empty in this ball game, finally gets one going his way.
Can you say self-defense? This pitch is coming way inside here.
And you say watch your knuckles because that's where that pitch was.
Can you say base hit?
Yeah. Laurie in the box. Struck out swinging his last time up. Oh, there he goes for second. And he fouls off another one. On the way. Swung on and missed. Strike three. Brett Laurie, he is struck out. They pick up no runs on 2 hits and strand 1. Up next, Carl. Up now, he'll start the ninth. Grove gets the call to come in and take the baseball. He comes in to close for Toronto.
This is where the manager earns his money. Let's see if this move pays off.
He sends this one in the air towards center. And it's in there, the tying run on board.
Well, anytime you bring in a relief pitcher to come in a key situation, the last thing you want to do is for him to serve one up to the first hitter. That's exactly what he did, giving up that big base hit.
Gartner in the batter's box. He's hitless thus far. Line drive fouled off towards first. Checks him at first, and he holds him at first base. Line drive. That's foul towards first. He's running towards second. And that's another foul ball.
The last thing you want to do in the situation is strike out. But with an 0-2 count, your chances are pretty good that you'll strike out. But this defensive approach will keep him alive.
There's a throw over. Oh, he had to stop, but he got back in there. Another check on the runner. Ooh, he had to dive back in, and he just made it. Checks him again. Has to dive back. He's in there, though. Throws back again. Gets back in time. Another throw over. Holding him close over there at first. Here's the pitch. Swung on a fly ball down the left field line. One down.
Now the hitter just got under this one a little bit, and the left fielder able to get over and make the catch.
It's Fogg at the plate. He was a strikeout victim last time through the lineup. One out, man on first. Here's the first pitch. Curveball just misses. 1-0.
Well, changing speeds, trying to get the hitter out in front with his curveball, but it's something that could lead to a problem if you leave it inside.
Runs that one too far inside, goes 2-0. Duckworth coming in to hurl. He comes in to close for Toronto.
Well, going to the bullpen right here, that's his chest move. Let's see if it's checkmate.
Cutter just misses, and he runs it to 3-0.
Tried to backdoor that cut fastball, just trying to catch the outside corner. Couldn't quite get it.
quick check at first. Much too close for the runner's concern. He's back in there, though. And a rip at the cutter, 3-0. Misses 3-1.
Well, you can tell he's seeing the ball really well. Even though he swung and missed, he was right on that pitch. If he gets another one there, watch out.
And the slider is in there, 3-2 now.
Some guys look for the walk on the 3-2 count. Some look for the base hit. This guy's going to be up there swinging.
The 3-2 pitch. That swung on and flied to right. 2 down. Tim 40 settling in. 0 for 3 to this point. 2 outs and a man on first. And he starts him out. That one swung on, hit in the air. And it's foul. Here's the delivery. Ball. Lays off the cutter. Good pitch, but it's 1-1. 1-1 pitch, slider, taken for a strike, 1-2.
Well, that one just froze him. He clearly wasn't looking for that, and he gets locked up down and away.
Here's the pitch. And he struck him out, and the ball game is over. Well, they got that tying run on base at first.
Toronto comes away with the win, Gary. They did what they needed to do to pull this one out and have to be feeling pretty good about the way they played today.
Now let's take a look back on this ball game, and our player of the game is Brett Laurie. Wow, was he swinging a hot bat today?
One big hit that can change the difference of a ball game, and that's what happened today. This hitter came up with that big clutch hit, so he's our obvious choice for player of the game.
And Steve, that ought to send these folks home happy.
Oh, no question about it. They get the win.